Artist to Art. I'm Aaron Jack. We're going to be on today with Antoine Bougie in Beirut today. So, welcome to Artist to Art. We're live. Okay. It does this really cool thing where it just like starts to flip around. I like that. It makes my day. So, let's see if the camera works. We'll see. We'll see. One moment to moment. One day today. Oh, there we go.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. Welcome on your first live.
Yes, it's working.
It's working. That's what I like. That's what I like to hear. So, so why don't you introduce yourself to the audience? Tell us, like, how do we say your name? Where are you? Like, anything that like pops up.
Okay, so I'm Antoine Bougie, and I'm French, but I live in Lebanon, in Beirut, since 2014. And I'm an actor. I'm working in a theater, a director and an actor. But I'm drawing since a long time. And since 2 years, like this, I'm drawing and painting a lot, since 2 years. I took it seriously since 2 years. And I'm continuing theater also. And I did some exhibition, collective exhibition and things like this. And now it's part of my life. Now I have the theater and the paintings. It's the two things.
Do you ever do some theater painting?
Yeah, the last show I am working on it, I start to mix the painting into the performance.
Wow, can you tell me about that?
Yes, it's a theater show for a younger audience, for families. And it's the story of a character who is painting landscape. But I'm painting landscape on big dimension. It's 2 m 40 by 2 m 40. And I'm painting, it's like a city with mountain. And inside the drawing, there is some birds. And after, there is some true birds appears on the stage with like puppets, with paper. And after I will draw another landscape with the birds. I'm falling in love with the birds and the bird will die. So after I will do another landscape, but in the metaphor or the emotion of the morning, morning. And that's it. And I mix the painting with my, I am painting with paper, with my hands, with a lot of things.
Voilà. Wow. Do you normally paint with like your hands and the paper on your hands and?
Yeah, I don't have too much special technique. I love to play, to sometimes with a classic brush and very delicate, and sometimes I'm throwing things and I'm taking everything I have to take and to play, to discover.
Wow. Yeah. Do you have any favorite theater?
Theater. I'm more into movement theater, like physical theater, performance. I'm not too much into big text like Shakespeare. I love it, but it's not my. I'm more between dance and theater. I'm more into that.
Well, do you have any favorite people out there that everybody should check out?
Yeah, for the people who love the painting, there is one guy, very interesting French guy, Olivier de Sagazan.
Oh yeah, maybe I'll write this down. How do you spell this?
Olivier.
Yeah.
Like Olivier.
Yeah.
Is space de, donc D-I. Non, D-E. Space and A-J-A-Z-A-Z.
Cool. It's always good to know how to spell these, all these people. So, so what have you been so how is quarantine and all of this, like, what's going on with Beirut and how you're dealing with all of this?
Quarantine, for me, it's okay. It's because I'm in my house and I'm painting and I'm working and it's okay. I'm teaching also theater in a school, so I'm doing this online. So I have more time at home. And here in Beirut, the situation is crazy, you know, because we had a lot of problem this year because we have a very, very big economic crisis. It's huge, it's impressive. And we had revolution since one year, more than 1 year. And we had these big explosions, the 4th of August also. So the situation in the country is very bad, very, very bad. So I live in my bubble, and in my bubble, it's okay.
Yeah. Lots of crazy stuff going on outside, but inside the bubble, it's okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Has it inspired some new work or anything new in your...
Si ça m'a inspiré dans les événements.
Dans le travail.
Yeah, me, I'm not thinking a lot about what I will do in my drawings, what I will paint. But sometimes after a few months, when I look at the drawings, I say, okay, it's look like my city. It's look like my feeling. So for me, it's very instinctive. I'm not deciding exactly what I will do and what I want to tell. And it was something for me very interesting, the difference between theater and the drawings. Because in my project in theater, you need to think about the dramaturgy, about the text, about what you want to tell. But the paintings and the drawing, it's more personal. You take a paper or canvas and you go. And after you will go, you will see where it will take you. And after, when it's finished, you see, oh, wow, it's very close to my...
Like this. Wow. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
About that?
Yeah.
I don't know, because, for example, I don't know when I was drawing 2 years ago, I took a new house. It was at the 7th floor in the center of Beirut. So I see all the city. And I was drawing on my little table, but I start to do some little cities on cardboard. And I was doing a lot. And after a few months, I had maybe 200, 300 little cities. And the cities look like Beirut. And I start to put an abstraction in the cities and all this. And when people look at these cities, they say, oh, it looks like Beirut a lot. But for me, it was not a choice to do Beirut. I was just doing without thinking. But it's obvious. It's because I am here in Beirut, and there is this atmosphere around me, and this big city with a lot of buildings and mountains and the sea. So it's like this. Yeah, this is one of the city. It was funny. It was like an experimentation. I put some paintings, lot of things. After I put some varnish, and after I put this on the gas, you know, and it burns the varnish like little bubbles. So it's creating this effect about rust a little bit. Yeah, it's another city. Yeah. I don't know exactly what to say about all this. This part of it's the beginning when I was telling you about the 200, 300 little cities. It's on cardboard. And I did a lot of this. So I was discovering also the perspectives, because me in my life I was drawing like a hobby like this. But when I start with this series, it was deeper. I start to look a lot also on internet about the paintings, about the artist, about a lot of things, and that's it.
Wow. So you're doing all of this on cardboard?
This series was it's a little series on cardboard. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. 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 Me, I see like a boat. It's funny also, but it's not funny. But after the blast here in Beirut, when I saw my cities, I have a lot of little cities like this who correspond or to match with what happens here. Because we have during the explosion, we have this. It was at the port with the boats and with the smoke and everything. It was like a coincidence, but I like this coincidence.
How far away were you from all this blast? When, like, what happened?
It's je sais pas, 1 kilometer 50, something like this.
Wow.
Yeah, it's in my neighborhood, not far.
Wow.
Yeah, all the glasses, the windows are broken, and the fridge was in the middle of the. And I have the doors are a little bit broken. We have a lot of. Yeah.
Wow. How is the repairing of all of this?
Repairing?
Yeah.
Yeah, but now after we search how to repair, so there was some like NGOs, things like this, who were helping people to repair. So I found somebody who can help me to repair the glasses. And yeah, it's okay. I have little things I must fix again, and it's okay. I will find it.
Wow. So it sounds like a lot of little things happened as a result of this very large thing.
Yeah. And for me, it's okay. It was huge and it was traumatic, but the worst it was people, who are with family, with poor people, and it's I don't know. And with the crisis, all the prices now are triple or comment on dit quatre, quadruple than before. Everything is it's crazy. It's crazy. So to fix it, to repair it, it's cost a lot of money. It's yeah, it's a bad situation here.
Wow. So we're in Carrie, we're in Beirut today.
Yeah, actually today I'm in the mountain, not in Beirut.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Where in the mountains are you? You were just telling me about.
But it's in the north. In the north
Oh, yeah.
of Lebanon.
Wow,
Yeah.
can we see outside? Are there mountains we can see?
It's night, huh? I don't know if you will see something. I can try. Oh. I don't know if you see something.
Wow. So you're like above a city.
Yeah. It's yeah. We saw the snow today.
Oh wow. What city's right there?
The city is called Pshare.
Okay. Cool. What should we know about the city?
What?
What should we know about the city? No one has been there.
Yes,
what should we? What's the feeling?
I am with my girlfriend and the family of my girlfriend. She has a little house here, so we took a few days here.
It's a good place to be.
Yeah. It's very calm and very nice.
away from all the city stuff.
Yeah, and the pollution and everything. Yeah, this also part of the little cities.
And what's the medium you're working with here?
But it depends. It was a lot of acrylic. For example, this one is acrylic. And but what it was interesting because people didn't recognize the cardboard because after I put the borders with black and varnish, so it looked like je sais pas, faïence ou like wood or stone or something like this.
Oh, interesting.
So it was
you're
a little bit narrative also because when I put this series 2 times in an exhibition, so I put, for example, 150 cities. So after people were it was taking time for them to discover, to search, and sometimes I can put little character, and there is something like a story. There is something narrative in the narrative of something, because it's the same subject, but with a different approach.
How do you find the subjects matter with like, because you're coming from like also a theater background, how do you find the subject matter relating and like the story that you're telling?
But like I told you, for me it was very pleasant to do in the instinctive way, to do it. And after when I found this subject of cities, I appreciate to continue, because after I saw, okay, from this just a little subject, where can I go? So where can I? Okay, it's a city, but with the perspective, and after I start to try to make abstraction of the city, like abstract landscapes, like this. And the subject, I don't know. I'm searching feelings. I'm drawing, and if it must touch me in something. It must speak about something. But I don't know. With art, it's difficult to put some words. And me, I'm not very good to put words about my work. But
do you ever like move to explain your work, like movement theater?
Not in this way. The things I did. It's what I told you before. It's the performance with the paintings. This is what I am searching now, and I'm sure I will continue to develop it. But yeah, maybe one day I will work, je sais pas, with video, movement, performance, and yeah. And I love in the performance also to do it something. For example, in my show with the painting, it's what I love. I'm drawing and I'm scratching everything, you know. After it's just for the moment of the act of painting. And this is more my theatrical approach, because in theater, we are just living the moment. After, you cannot repeat. It's just on the present. And maybe with the painting, I will try to search something about all these ideas. About the moment.
Yeah. Well, how do you approach that, like that nowness with your painting?
How did I?
It's only that moment that you talk about in the theater, that it's only in that like momentary thing, you can't repeat it. How does that exist within your painting, or how do you feel about that?
But I don't know. You know, when I start to do my little cities, the one you show, I was happy because I did a lot, and suddenly I have this feeling, oh, I did it, and it's here. It's now I can keep it for many years. It's not like theater, you're working for 6 months or 1 year on something, after you perform and it's finished. With the paintings, I had this sensation, wow, it's very different, because it's concrete, it's done, it's here. But after, I start to sell some drawings and some cities. And I find the same sensation. Oh, after when the people buy it, it was finished. It was not mine. So it was also not an instant, but it was also like ephemeral, not for a long time.
Ephemeral. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. How does that how do you deal with the ephemerality of that? Like how does that make you feel?
Qu'est-ce que ça me fait de sentir l'éphéméralité? Bah, I don't know. Me, this is what I love in theater, the ephemerality. This is because it's the art where there is ephemerality. It's the performance or the theater. You cannot find this in cinema or in paintings or in books. It's something with an audience and it's a moment. So theater is just about this. So this is what I love. After, I don't know, for the ephemerality in the paintings. See, there is something about the gesture. Sometimes you are, for example, painting on something during 1 hour and you are not happy and suddenly you take something and one gest and oh, that's it. You know, we have, and sometimes when you look paintings, you can feel it, this gesture and the moment of the gesture or the fastness or the, you can feel also the I don't know if it's ephemerality or if it's the moment, the act. Ouais. Ouais, this it was. I start to try canvas on canvas. This is maybe 1 meter, 30 by 1 meter, and this is when I start to. Always I had in mind the city, but I start to put abstraction in the city, and voilà. Exactly. Do you want me to speak about this?
Yeah, you can keep speaking. Yeah. Yeah, tell me more.
Bon,
I'm just kind of looking, you know.
This is well, for me, you know, because I'm self-taught. I didn't have a lot of technique. When I start with canvas, it was nice for me because you know I have some. I felt okay. Wow, it's canvas. It's big. I need to do something well, and after I put also a lot of gesso and things like this. But after I saw it was cracking because I am discovering all this. Also, when you paint something, you need to think about the time. We are always in the same question about the time. How it will, the painting will live, will be archival, and it can continue life.
Wow. What have you discovered?
But for example, because me, you know, like I told you, I was taking coffee, acrylic, you know, and after sometimes it's when it's dry, it's cracking, and you know, you. So also at the beginning when I was drawing on paper, you know, I was doing a lot of paper, and after I was putting all my drawings in somewhere, but after all my drawings were dirty and tout ça, so I'm it's okay.
How do you deal with it?
Okay.
It's okay.
It's okay. So now
Yeah. You're saying all your drawings were dirty.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so for this year, it was interesting for me also to, okay, I will buy a good paper, maybe a little bit expensive, but I will be careful. I won't put some little things. And for the gesture, for everything, for me, it was very interesting also to discover this, you know, because you put yourself in a moment also to. And after last step, I discovered also you mustn't be too much precious if it's canvas or big paper. You must always keep this freedom also. So it's always a balance. And I'm discovering all this, you know. That's it. Yeah, this is a large canvas also. Yeah. Well, I don't know what to tell. It's
You don't have to use words.
yeah.
How would you describe it in a movement?
Oh, but it's the city. Huh? It's the city. It's always the city for me. I'm not sure for people it's a city, but for me in my mind it was a city, and I start to put abstraction and to put some mass and yeah, with a charcoal, with pastel, with a lot of things. Yeah, this is a series I did 3 months ago. This on paper and in the same idea, but I was because my first city was more realistic, more figurative, and this series on paper it's the same idea. I start to put some to try to put abstraction in my city and in the landscape. Yeah, that's it. Ouais, the same idea.
Where were you when you were making this one?
What?
Where were you?
At home. Yeah, in Beirut. Because my home is also my workshop. So I don't have television and couch, and it's just it's like a workshop in my house. Yeah. Ouais, bah, here I was searching lines more subtle, less, how to do less, but with the same idea. Ouais, this is something else. It's another series, but it was always the same idea with the city, but in a different way, with charcoal and sometimes a little bit of coffee, you know. And yeah, this work was more picky, more. I was taking time and like an autist. And voilà.
Were you drinking the coffee and and putting it in
Yeah,
the
exactly. You know, in front of my window, I have the coffee. I took the paper. I'm drawing, and sometimes I take a little bit of coffee. Yeah.
How do you like your coffee?
My coffee with a little bit of sugar.
Okay. So black with a little bit of sugar.
Yeah, but here we have different coffees. Turkish coffee or Arabic coffee. You put the coffee into this, you know.
Oh yeah.
You put water. You boil the water after you put the coffee. When it's boiled and it's coming up, and you must take out of the gas and put it, and 2 times, 3 times, and you can drink it.
Oh. So you're making like really nice like Arabic coffee and putting a little sugar in it. That's your drink of choice.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, there is everything here in Beirut, in Lebanon, you know. There is good food, good wine, good coffee, good people. For the artistic world, it's very interesting. It's there is a lot of very good artists here. There is a very nice dynamic, yeah. And yeah, it's very, very interesting, the dynamic here. Because, yeah, for many reasons. Because also the region is chaotic since a long time. And there was the civil war and a lot of things. And the government, there is no government. And it's very confessional. It's a sectarism. There is a big sectarism with a lot of community. And people are not mixing a lot. But in art, people are mixing a lot. And in the school, students don't learn about history of Lebanon, about the history of war and everything, but artists are taking this place. They are speaking about the memory of the country. They are taking political position. So there is something very strong, and it's for me it was very, very interesting to live here. You know.
Wow. How did you find it moving into Lebanon from France?
I was married to a Lebanese girl, so I came to Lebanon. After I divorced, but I stay, and at this point I start to paint a lot.
Interesting.
You know, because I took a new house, and after yeah, it was something more personal, and I start to do my own things more. Yeah. And to paint a lot. And after I met also my girlfriend, and she's a painter, and she's doing abstract paintings. So for me, for us, it was very interesting. It was an exchange. We are painting a lot together. So it's always cool to have somebody close to you. You can see, oh, what do you think about this? Okay, after she showed me, okay, what do you think about this? And exchanging about materials, about tools. And she gave me a lot of advices, and I trust her. She trusts me. It's nice. All this.
Wow, what's one piece of advice that you'd like to share that she shared that you learned from her?
From her,
Yeah.
well, she worked a lot about layers. You know, she put some colors, and after charcoal, and after maybe oil, and after and suddenly you can see the history of the, you know, of the paintings. You can see the layers, and she's using tools like construction tools for the buildings, you know, big things, and yeah. And she also tell me a lot. For example, me when I was drawing, and after I was putting in the garbage, and she also helped me to take time to okay, stop, just take time, look at it, you are, and many things like this. That's it. Yeah, voilà, in cities. I can smoke.
I don't. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do as you wish. It's your house.
Yes, true.
My house is your house right now. Yes.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah. Oh.
Ouais, but I spoke a lot. Hein. I have nothing to say more.
You don't think you do until you do.
Yeah, characters. I love to do figurative also. This is with aquarelle and charcoal.
Mm. With what?
Aquarelle, watercolor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and charcoal.
Yeah.
And always my character a little bit sad. It's not a choice. It's coming like this. After I look at them, shit, it's sad, but it's coming like this. Yeah. Yes, this also. Yeah. Mm. Oil, pastel, and charcoal.
Mm. How did
It
you
was,
get into doing this? Mm-hmm. No. Okay.
What? No,
You go.
No, it was the first time I told you before, you know, I was using paper and throwing the paper, and I was not keeping them in a clean place. But for this once, I buy some paper arch arch paper. It was the first time, so I was thinking, okay, Ella, Antoine, you will do in a clean way. It was the first time with these ones.
Wow.
Yeah. And
How do you keep it so it doesn't get dirty now?
how what?
How do you keep it so it doesn't get dirty now? What's your method?
I'm taking other little paper and I'm trying to put them to protect them. And because I start to sell some of my drawings, and now and we have the economic crisis here, so now I'm taking care of them. Because for me, you know, before I was not thinking I will sell some of my drawings, but suddenly it's coming. And since 2 years or so, I start Facebook, I start Instagram. So people are contacting me like you. Some people want to buy some pieces. So, well, for this now, I'm taking this more seriously. And,
Wow.
yeah.
What made you start? What? How did that just start slowly? Like just very slowly, just people contacting you about buying some work?
Yes, some people it's arriving, you know, on Facebook or Instagram. Sometimes people I know, sometimes people I don't know, and also because it's new, but and Beirut is small also, but people know everybody. And I did some exhibition in a gallery, CAF Art Gallery. So people start to know. Oh, Antoine is doing some paintings now, and and I decide also to on social media to put just things about my work, drawings, and it's like this. And I will see where it will go.
Wow. So what's kind of like the next thing that you're working on? Or what's like the new?
I'm thinking to make a solo exhibition, I think, in a few months, because I have a lot of work in my house. So it was before it was I was doing some figurative, some abstract things, but now I feel I can. Now I have some series more precise, more like a language, a subject like the city or the landscape or the abstraction of the landscape. So now I think it's a good moment. Yeah.
So are you? What's kind of like now you're kind of like finishing up the series and you want to share?
I didn't catch it. Can you repeat?
You're finishing the series and you want to
Yeah.
share it with more people?
Yeah, I think no. For me, next step is to do a solo. For me, a solo it's a good idea because also I want to create a world. You know, to put the music, the atmosphere, to create how to play with the lights and to create an experience. I have always this theatrical aspect in my mind. So how to create a moment. And voila.
Yeah, it's quite cool. I just had my first solo exhibition a few months ago. It was
Okay, cool.
quite fun.
How was it?
It was wonderful. It's a very strange thing because it was in this time, you know, everyone's in quarantine. It was in July and everybody's you know, like not really going out, and it was in a new city for me. So it's like in a new place where I didn't know very many people, but it was very cool. I met some very interesting people, and I worked with a chef. So he was making the ink, and then he made a dish with the same like ingredients of the ink.
Okay.
So and then people picked it up, and so it was like a taste experience.
Okay.
So and then I had live music. So it's like all these, and I learned a lot about like just like making pieces that are some are very big and some are very small, and you know, pieces that are like this big and some that are like 6 foot or 8 foot by 3 foot. So we got the little scrolling wheel there. Scrolling wheel. Let's see what happens. We're sticking in this together. Send this out to your friends. Like it, share it. Be here with us. Leave a comment. Let's see what happens. Yeah, leave a comment. Let me know that I'm okay. So it seems like I'm probably still here. So leave a comment with maybe some questions down there. Leave some questions. We're gonna get right back here. So it's been a fun time. Yeah, leave some questions there, and as soon as he gets back, we're going to be here. How are you? Hey, hello. I'm gonna wave back. All the waving. I know. Yeah, you can tell me. You can tell me how you feel about this. I like this part of the it's like explain what's happening in the comments. Like an alien exploding, says CI. I go by the first two letters. Yeah. Let's see. When we get the request back. We might have, who knows, we might have lost power. Well, let's look through other ones that we've looked through, and you can see them bigger now. Maybe you want to share how you feel in the comments. This is a good time for that. Exploding. Like root. Like a root. Interesting. Roots. Like roots. You can see a little bit more now that we have the full screen. We get to look together. Ah, cool. You like the art? It's difficult to paint. Is that what you said? Black and white. Oh, there we go. Now we can see the full thing. The full image. We're gonna see when he gets back here. Yeah, right? Landscape. Landscape, city. Let's see. Live is always an interesting thing, isn't it? I appreciate you all commenting. Very expressive. There we go. Oh, thanks, Angela and Isaac. Cool,
Hello.
there we go.
Sorry, the electricity cut.
It's okay. It's okay, these things happen.
Yeah,
We've been looking through. People love your work.
Thank
So
you.
it's very expressive and beautiful, surreal landscape.
Okay,
And then
cool.
we have waves and black and white and me gusta tu arte. Es difícil pintar así.
It's difficile.
Es difícil.
Difficile is difficult in French.
Yes.
But it's a question. It's what it's. What
I don't know. I'm not sure if it's a question. I'm never sure if these things are questions.
Okay.
Unless there's a lot of question marks. I'm never sure. Oh my God. Look, you're getting more comments down there. It's wonderful. Magnifique.
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 Nada.
Right? Yeah, so this is interesting. So the next thing is this big exhibition for you. And I think I was
Yeah,
just
I want to
sharing
do it.
with you some ideas that I got from my last solo exhibition. Is just like
Okay.
making like pieces that are very small and then very
Yeah.
large.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I was like started to think about the idea of maybe making like sculpture, like what goes in the center of the room, or and bringing in different people, like collaborators on for events to make,
Mhm.
so it's like can be like a theater for like a
Mm.
day or something like
Mm.
that, or like
Mm.
there's an outdoor stage, an
Mm.
indoor, like
Mm.
all these things I started to think about all of a sudden. I'm like, oh my God. I was like, it's like there's so many possibilities.
True. True.
you
True.
know what would be your dream solo exhibition right now, like an
I don't
aspect?
know. I don't know yet. I don't know yet. But I don't know. Maybe a mix between an exhibition and an installation. Because sometimes when you go to an exhibition, you pass 1 minute behind each painting. It's very quick. It's very fast. So I want to create like more an experience in a space and to be lost inside. So, but I
Mm.
don't know yet. I don't know for the moment. Not sure. I will, like always, I will play, I will search, I will search the crazy things and beautiful things, and I will see what happens.
Mm.
Mm.
Mm. So what's do you have some inspirational artists of any type that we should check out, like visual, music, what
Mm.
have you?
But in the paintings, uh, I don't know. I love the classic ones like Egon Schiele for the figurative. I love Anselm Kiefer. I love Kandinsky. And I'm new on the social media, but also on internet. I found a lot of beautiful artists, and it's crazy when you search about one aesthetic. Suddenly, you have a lot of people in the same aesthetic, and it's very inspiring. Also, I found it's very nice. And
Uh,
yeah, that's
you've
it.
got a comment that's in French here.
No, it's
No, it's
in
it's in
Spanish.
Spanish.
Yeah.
Okay. No, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. There's a couple words that I'm just like not sure. Um, I'm like I get like mixed up with like lives. I'm like, and then reading text. I'm like reading text and like talking and
Yeah,
mixing around
it's my
visuals.
first. It's my first live Instagram. I never did it. It's the first time.
Wow, congratulations! It's
Thank you.
I really like it because it's like fun to connect with people and the
Yeah.
comments, and I really find it. I don't know. I like it when other people do it. Like I love it, just like learning about different art or artists or
Mm.
people doing interesting things, and what people are up to, and just like talking. I find it much more interesting than like I'm like just watching whomever on TV. I'm like, oh, I can like connect with them. Like so
Yeah,
people can
true.
just come up here and click on your handle. But where can people find you at?
Yeah, and there is some also you have some kind of relation with the people. You can follow the work, how the work has an evolution, and I discover this, and always the same people give me some comments. So I saw Nada, for example, just before. I don't know Nada, but I saw when I post something, she's commenting, and I like also her work, but I don't know her. But we can follow these
You can do a
people.
live now with
Yeah,
her.
yeah. Well, it's my first time live. It's enough.
You can do many more. I like so I do these once a week Well, I usually do one or two on Tuesdays, talking with other people in visual arts, and then one on Thursdays on Freedom Tapestry Project. And that's very specifically like international artists all over. And I don't curate that. We have a curator in Samia who's in Syria, in Damascus, in Syria. So yeah, so it's like a whole collaboration. So that's like LA, Syria, and Pittsburgh, like west coast of the US, and then Syria, and then we have a lot of international artists, and then sometimes I have international artists on here. So
super nice. Bravo.
Is there anything else you want people to know about
No.
work? No?
No. They can, if they want to see drawings and paintings, and they can follow on Instagram or Facebook with pleasure.
Okay, what's the name of your Instagram and Facebook?
It's Bougie-Antoine.
Spelled it for everybody.
B-O-U-G-U-I-E-R, Bougie, et Antoine, A-N-T-O-I-N-E.
Perfect. Cool. Would you like to leave us with some words of inspiration for the day?
Wow. Chin chin.
Chin chin.
Voilà. That's it.
All right.
Okay.
I'll catch you soon.
Thank you, Aaron. It was cool.
Thank you. I appreciate you being on here and being on here for your first live.
Thank you. And good luck for the things, okay?
Thank you. Thank you.
Allez. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye.
Ciao.
Ciao. All right. Thank you all for joining us. I appreciate all of you sticking around, hanging out, being present for another Artist to Art on Tuesday afternoons here on the East Coast, but Tuesdays somewhere, or Wednesdays somewhere in the world. So thank you all for joining. I'll be back on Thursday with Freedom Tapestry Project, next Tuesday with another Artist to Art. I'm at Aaron Jack Line Art, so make sure to follow up here. After this is posted, please comment with anything you learned, any notes, any ideas, anything you got from it. That really helps. And also pressing save, that little button on this corner after it's posted, really helps. Just like save it in your thing, saving it, making a comment after it's posted, those things really help me do more of them. So I appreciate you all for following and checking out all the artists that I bring on here and following them. That really helps just like to do this. So thank you. Chin chin.